Sorry that I am in my like storage closet. My kids are growing out of clothes like crazy, so I'm trying to get on top of moving and storing some stuff. I just made another video about this, but I will say like a few of the top things that I did to prepare for my unmedicated birth and how I help my doula clients prepare for an unmedicated birth. Number one, I would say would be to hire the right team. So the right OB or midwife and a doula. If you have the funds to hire a doula, a good doula is worth their weight in gold. I cannot recommend them enough, and it's not just because I'm a doula. Number two would be childbirth education. And if you can go, I mean, not the hospital class, not the one the hospital offers, but like a good in-depth childbirth education course. I could not recommend that enough. And if you can't go to that, I would recommend like following every single like childbirth educator, doula, midwife on TikTok, on any form of social media that you can. So you're constantly learning tips and tricks and things to avoid. I would obviously, for people who are low risk, I would advocate for considering choosing an out of hospital birth, whether that is at home or in a birth center. If you're able to do those, it is a lot easier to achieve that birth at home, not just because it's more comfortable, but also because it is easier when you don't have to advocate for yourself. So I would recommend considering doing it out of the hospital if you can, if you are low risk. And my brain stopped working. I'm so sorry. Another thing that I would recommend doing is to just constantly watch like natural births and reframe the way that we think of birth, because we are like so taught through like the media and through people's stories who were not properly prepared and supported to fear it. And I think it's really important to kind of dispel those fears and those myths and like look at labor from a different frame of mind. And then of course, this is something that I think most people do know, but even if you are having a hospital birth, I would recommend laboring at home as long as possible and trying to avoid unnecessary interventions to like speed up or to induce labor, because it can make things a lot more painful.